Hi colleagues, I wanted to introduce you to this fun and math interactive game for your students to use. Prodigy math game is a web and app game that covers skills learned in grades 1 through 8. Students answer math questions to earn spells, which is the way they use to battle monsters as they move through different worlds on to the Wizard Academy. As students progress in their math skills, so do their characters, learning new spells to use against the enemies. To use these spells successfully, students must use their math knowledge to answer questions in a particular math topic objective tied to their curriculum. The math problems are set by the teacher and can be adjusted to the ability of your students. If the students do not succeed on the first try, they get hints to help them out. You as a teacher get a chance to really have a part in what your student is learning at a particular time. Once you've made your login, you will get an image this way. You will make your own classroom by adding a new classroom, selecting the grade, and giving a class name. You can either create the classroom by writing the student's first and last name, or you could import it from your Google Classroom. Once you've selected your classroom, you will go in and you will start a planner. Currently, right now, my students are working on this assignment, which is addition. However, today they learned on subtraction, so I'm going to start a new plan for them. We can do this together. You click on today's date if you choose to have the plan start today. Create a plan or assignment. I'm going to create an assignment. It's with the Common Core 3rd grade. That's what I want. We are working on subtraction. I click down the menu and select what I want them to be working on. Subtraction on expanded form, because that is what we worked on today. I then press next, and I can adjust how many numbers I want each student to do. I'm going to have them work with 15 problems. The max number of problems that a student can have is 25 problems on a particular subject. I want all of my students to do this assignment, so I would give it to all my students. However, you as a teacher can select if a student needs to work on a particular problem or objective a little bit longer. You can maybe give that student 15 problems, another student has 20 problems. Don't worry, teachers. The students will never know how many problems you give each other. They work at their own pace and they grow or take a little longer on particular subject area, and it's fine because they won't know what their friends are doing. You then press next. I select the date range. I will select today and over the weekend to give my students a chance to have an extra practice before Monday. I create my assignment, and there we go. Assignment 5 is now created. Now my students can work on this assignment over the weekend. I love the fact that students can easily work from home on these assignments, especially those students that need a little extra practice. Having the app at home or on their computer at home really gives them a chance to work on it. You can also look for reports here under Student Comprehension Report. You can see how a student is doing particularly on a particular area. Here let's check on Andrew's doing. And I can customize how he's doing in 3rd grade. He's right now at 93% with 15 questions. I can also go back to the reports and check how he's doing versus the particular cover areas that we've discussed. In regards to rounding, which we did last week, I can see what areas my students were struggling with. So fill in hundreds to a number line. I can see that I had 5 students struggling in that area. This, as a teacher, will let me know I need to go back to flexible teaching strategies and pull this particular group of students and work on this particular problem. However, I know that these students mastered the problem with receiving an 80% or more on that particular area. And however, Kaden and Jordan and Saran had yet to do this problem. And Jaden right now is in progress. This is a great tool to use as a teacher because it helps me to figure out what I need to do per student or per classroom or per group. I really hope you enjoyed working on Prodigy. It is a great app for your classroom, and it's also a great app for students to use at home. Since it differentiates well and features good in-game instruction, students can be off working in different levels at their own pace, not worrying about anyone else but what you, the teacher, is knowing what they're working on. I hope you enjoyed as much as we do in our classroom.